Canterbury Tour, day 2. Tony Herlihy joins me. Hello, Tony.
How you going, Paul?
Very, very well. We've been here yesterday and today. It's some quality stock to look at as we're going around these tours, isn't it?
Yeah, no, some lovely stock down here. The season's just come right for them too, and they're just starting to really sparkle.
We're at Taryn Jones is the first spot, but we've got a couple more spots to go. How important are these parades and these tours for people like yourself, to be able to come and have a look at a large group of horses in 2 days?
It's really important. I enjoy it too, with the camaraderie of all the other trainers and drivers that come and have a look, and the owners. So it's enjoyable like that, and without putting people out, you've got a good group of people. Sometimes you go out on your own, and it's you feel a bit, they're obliged to look after you, and with more people here, it's better.
I think it's better for the people too. Taryn said she gets a bit nervous. What's his name? I forgot the young bloke, but Spride and Lodge, they were the same thing yesterday.
Yeah.
It was as nervous as what he ever is. Vinny, he said this is the worst day for them. So
yeah.
It wasn't Spride, and sorry, it doesn't matter. I'll get stud on. But it is important, and I think what you said there, and I said it with Brad Mowbray there before. You get to stand, like you and Ray just stood there and watched. And you might bounce ideas off each other, or one might point something out.
Exactly.
It's not just the fact of your own thoughts, is it?
Yeah, no. Everybody's open to. They're not trying to hide anything, and the vendors are very open about the horses. And and it's very good to put a look on them and see what you think.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're probably one of the older statesmen of the industry. And I mean that in a nice way, but it's imperative that the young people get here and start becoming a part of it. Tate Hopkins has been coming around with you, but we need more young people. We need to grow this sport, so we need more young people. And don't feel out of place. Don't think just because you haven't got $100,000 to spend that you shouldn't be on these tours. You should be on them and looking and building that camaraderie, if nothing else. Yeah,
no, for sure. And as we know, it doesn't matter what the price is at the end of the day. If you've got the right article, it's great. But and these young guys, it gives them an opportunity, as you said. Yeah.
Do you enjoy the sales? Do you enjoy this time of year? Because it can be a bit busy.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, because I usually just buy 5 or 6 or 7, and it's not too big on me. I don't usually go for the 2 dearer ones, and just poke along there. And if the price is right in the article, I've liked them. From these, having a look around. That's what sort of counts as the cost at the end, the price of the horse. You
take a lot of notes. I've been watching you take notes and the rest. Do you find yourself maybe crossing some of your notes out, maybe when you see the horses in person, and they change your mind by watching them parade?
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially like you say, parade, and have a bit of a. I enjoy the run-ups that Breckons do on their videos. They're quite good to watch, and I've sort of picked a couple off that over the years, and they're probably not the dearest ones, but they've been just the way they parade up like that is quite good when they run up.
What do you look for? Type or page?
I'll start off with type. Yep. Yeah. And then you like to see a bit of pedigree there, obviously, but
can you get swayed? Like if you see a horse and you just say, geez, that's a nice type, if the page doesn't tick all the boxes, whether it's a stallion or a mare you may not have liked, or the sire of the dam or something along those lines, can you be swayed by type?
I can be. I remember buying Temporarily just on type, and then I looked at the page, and I was quite happy with the page when I saw it, but he was just a real sparky colt at the time. He
wasn't on your radar until you saw him?
No, that's right, yeah. No, I sort of only saw him on the day, sale day, I think. I'd probably been to the farm, but I saw him mainly on parade day. He was a pretty sharp little article at the time, and I sent him to a good breaker in Kerry O'Reilly, who sorted him out for me.
How much you pay for him?
It was a funny story. It was 20 grand, I think I ended up paying for him, but I was the bidder at 20 grand, and then he was passed in at 20 grand, and I was a bit lucky, because I thought, well, he's gone, so I wouldn't worry about it. And I ran into Brian, the vendor at just checking horses out later on in the day, and he was standing right in front of me, and I said to him, I was underbidder on that horse, and he said, what do you want to pay for him? And I said, well, 20 grand. And he rang up the owner and said, you got him at 20 grand. I don't think if I hadn't been standing behind him, I may not have got him. I never sort of thought about getting him after the sale, sort of thing. I just thought, well, I obviously wasn't anywhere near the price, so yeah.
There's an even more incentive for people afterwards. Don't give up. If they have been past him, make sure you go and see the people.
Yeah, exactly. And that was Temporarily, who went on to win $700,000 or $800,000. Yeah.
trotters or paces? Like when you pick up a catalogue, before you even open a page of the catalogue, do you say to yourself, I want to buy trotters this year or paces, or are you just again swayed by types and then pages? Do you want 3 and 3, or do you want 5 and 1? And I'm not saying you're going to buy 6, but is there a formula that you go through, because you do love your trotters?
Yeah, well, originally I just was looking for paces, years back sort of thing. But the trotters, like I said, they've come generations ahead in the last 20 years, really, I reckon, as far as the breeding's concerned. They're just such a better article and a nicer article for an owner to put an owner in. One time you used to have a special owner for a trotter, and like us, I probably one of the first trotters I really went to buy was a Muscle Hill, and ended up buying Bolt for Brilliance. But otherwise I just sort of caught my eye, like this is not the like of Temporarily and that sort of thing. And he reminded me of a little horse we had when I drove for Roy, Diamond Field. And he reminded me of him, and that's why it sort of swayed me towards him. Temporarily at the time looked a lot alike too, little white face and what have you, a bit of white in his face, and so
it's lucky you keep your mind open, because you have had one of the best Captain Treacherous trotters. So you always have to be open-minded, don't you?
Yeah, well, that was just we certainly went looking for a pacer that day and ended up with a trotter. Yeah, a natural trotter she was too, a great trotter.
Yeah, she was indeed. Tone, thank you. I'll let you get back to it, mate, but thanks for giving us a little bit of time, and good luck at the sales. I'll see you at the sales, and we must remember February 15th for Karaka, and here in Christchurch on the 18th of February. Thank you very much, mate.
Cheers, no problem, Paul.